What is good, my people? We are live back again with another live broadcast on the forecast. We back again, and Cassidra is coming. She's coming right now. She had to restart her computer and she's gonna be right back on. But yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm gonna try to wait for her to come back on. But no, I definitely be appreciate y'all. I definitely appreciate y'all for listening. She said no sound. So it's still not working. Um, I'm not sure if there's another way you can get on here. But anyway, in the meantime, while we wait to see if she can get on. Um but so anyway, today, we're not gonna be as strict on like a one topic per se, I guess. All right, hold on.
I didn't hear anything. I thought it was my phone. I thought it was my computer.
All right, y'all. So can you hear me on here? If y'all can hear me out there, like press one in there or whatever. Um,
I'm gonna hang up because I can't hear you.
all right. All right, let me see. Cause I don't know. There's something going on with the share thing too. And they got some new thing, I think. Um yeah, but I'm not sure if y'all can hear me. So I might have to start this over. Cause I'm not sure why they got it like this anyway. Okay, yeah, you can hear me. All right, yeah, you can come on. So I'm gonna play this. I don't know, cause they got something going on, or maybe it's my computer or something, but it's not showing the whole screen or something. All right, let me see if y'all can hear this. Um,
Equality for all in this country. Well, then stick to your word and let us see the justice and equality for all. Or else admit
okay,
to
yeah, I
us
think
that
I
you're
got
not
it.
a man, you're a woman.
All right, my bad. All right, yeah, that's my bad for the technical difficulties. Um, all right, yeah. So consider you can come back up. Yeah, I think it was just the video wasn't playing the sound because something that they got going on with StreamYard, it's not really working right. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. All right, so yeah. Anyway, while we wait for it, I'll put the link back in there, and y'all can come on here. But I don't plan on being on here super late, and of course, I ain't trying to take up too much of consider time either. But y'all are welcome to come on here, and we not probably won't be as strict on the topic, even though yeah, we still got things we gonna talk about. All right, here she go. Hey, what's going on, Cassidra? I'm good. You can hear me? You on mute if you talking.
Hey,
Hey,
yes,
hey.
I'm on my phone. I can hear you now, but I don't know what's going on with my computer.
No, it's my
Okay.
computer. It's something with the StreamYard thing. It's when I try to share the screen, it's not showing the whole
Oh,
thing.
Oh, so I would have been able. Okay, because I thought it was my computer, and now I'm getting ready to come on the regular way just so I can see. Because I'm on my phone now. It doesn't matter. So I would have been able. Oh dang!
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, now I'm gonna hang up and I'm gonna come on my computer. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah. My bad, y'all. Well, it's not mine. It's they technology, but it is what it is. We ain't got our own technology, right? So, but yeah, I'm wait for her to get on, and then we're gonna go right in. All right, you good now, Consider? You everything good on your end? I think I'm good.
Yes, I'm good. Thank you for waiting, you guys. Sorry, you guys. I do apologize for that.
Yeah, that my bad, my bad. Like I said, like when I pulling up the video, like the video I played at the beginning, it wasn't playing. It was like not showing me the whole screen or something. Like there's some crazy going on with it. So
Maybe it's the video. It's probably the video. You know how they do when they come to our videos. They want to
yeah,
silence us so bad they don't know what to do. So
yeah.
they silence the videos. Well, what's going on?
Not much, not much. How was your day today?
My day is great. Every day is a great day. Every day is a great day. Yep, every day.
Yep, all facts, all facts. So and we already wasted bad time trying to get my technical sound and all that stuff together.
It's all
So
good. You know that
yeah,
things happen. Things happen. It's just like with life. Things happen sometimes, and sometimes you can't help it.
right,
We just have to go with the flow, and that's what I tell people. Things gonna happen, and that is what it is. You just go with the flow of it, and hey, and nothing's perfect.
right, right. Um, so let me all right, let's just go into it. Now these is kind of random, but it'll lead back to what you were saying about what you wanted to talk about. Uh,
Mhm.
you know, but I still do wanted you to see some of this stuff, right? Now, first of all, let me play this brother here.
Already lived through before black people.
And that is totally aligned with you. Let's get into this video.
What can you threaten black people with that we haven't already lived through before? We already couldn't go to your schools. We already couldn't live in your neighborhood. We already couldn't shop in your store. We already had to sit in the back of the bus. We already filled out your jail. We already had our zip codes redlined. We already had our votes suppressed. We already had our families separated. We already had our men profiled. We already had our women objectified. What you think you gonna do new that's gonna be able to intimidate us? Black people got soundtrack music. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. It is their master plan to make you live in fear so you don't fight back, so you don't lift up your voice, so you don't kick against the prick. Fear is the only weapon that white supremacy has.
What you think about that, Consider?
Hey, I don't like him, but
Right.
I like what he was saying because we
Mm.
already know what he all about. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's good to hear a pastor when they really talking about that truth and really bringing our black issues to the forefront. A lot of pastors, they ignore it. They don't say nothing about the shootings. They don't say anything about anything that's pertaining to black people. So it's good to hear every now and then. It's good to hear black pastors have something to say about black issues because you don't too often hear that. But it's good, to hear it, and totally true. So now maybe he can preach about, separating, going, creating your own schools, creating your own business, and supporting your own. Maybe he can start talking about that, So that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's a good point. And
I'm just saying, hey,
and now, I
somebody
mean,
got to talk about it because we ain't doing it. I guess we're
exactly.
waiting on the right person to talk about it to be able to do it.
Yeah, and that's
Like even sorry though, because even this week, you guys know we're not even supposed to be buying anything from Amazon. Nothing from this Amazon this week. And then Nestle's the the 21st through the 28th. We're not supposed to be buying anything from Nestle's. So I hope you guys are following this.
Well, I didn't know about the Amazon. I don't have no Amazon. I don't be ordering stuff online anyway, but I ain't know about it though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, black folk, we need to start doing what we're supposed to do. We need to let these people feel our, but they waking up though. They're waking up. I'm telling you, when Trump did what he did as far as those federal workers, 200,000 or something, and then they trying to get the veteran workers now. You think them crackers ain't feeling that now? Now they know how we feel. But this is the tides turning. This is the tides turning. Because I'm like, wow, he did that to his own. You couldn't believe it. I'm like, he must have thought, he must have known some of his people was up in that federal workers, more of them than us. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, wow, they kind of waking up there, huh? Okay, you feeling our pain, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's the thing he was saying. With this particular message, he was talking about, it's that fear, that fear that we have to not want to stand up and do nothing, and
exactly.
They have done everything,
Yep, they've done everything. Yep, but he's right, because black folk right now, they don't want to fight back. You got more women fighting back than men. Men don't fight back too often. Y'all know. Y'all already know. Just like my husband was telling me about, some little boy was fighting. The white boy came to the classroom picking with the little black boy, where she can find it. And the police came and took the black, handcuffed the black boy and left the white boy uncuffed. I'm like, I'm so sick of them. I don't know what to do. I'm so sick of the injustice. That's why I'll be glad when the little civil war come. Let it happen, because it ain't gonna be with us. It's gonna be with them too. Just like the Civil War back in the day, it was brother against cousin, them two fighting, right? We just happen to get into it. Right. I hope we just happen to sit down this time and let them do what they do amongst each other. That little white on white crime.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm sick of them. I tell you,
I'm sick of them. Yeah, I mean, because look at this one, right? And I don't want to play too much negative stuff, but you have the police pointing a gun at a toddler.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
oh my God. I cannot.
I don't know which one to play. I didn't get the right one.
Not with these people. I cannot. I cannot.
Courtney, Chief Vance Monroe says that he is at this point defending the actions of his police officers and department policy, saying they did what they needed to do in this particular case.
Of course.
As an African American, a father and a grandfather, the chief also says this is a policy.
As an African.
Hold on. So what are you trying? See, forecast. You know what?
As a black man, he understands, but as a cop,
so you mean to tell me that there was a black chief that said it was okay for this officer to point this gun at this baby? Is that what you're saying?
That's what he said.
So if that was his child, let's go point a gun at his child's head.
Well, if it's a white cop doing it, he'd probably be okay with it.
Oh my God, I'm done. You know what? I am so tired. I don't know what to do right now, because
we ain't
gonna save everybody. He gonna have to get left behind. Seriously, we can't take him with us. Let him stay with his people, because obviously those are his people. So you rather stand up for wrong than stand up for right. Okay. This is the second chief that's black that did that, because that guy, the other chief did that with the white woman that killed the boy. And he didn't even charge him with murder. He charged with manslaughter. Yeah. Did they upgrade those charges, or are we still waiting on him to upgrade because he, tried to make it seem like they was fighting or something? He was putting hands on them. Remember the other case with the black dude, the white girl killed him when he said he wanted to sleep with white dogs instead of black women. Okay. Okay, I'm okay. Let's go ahead and hear it.
No, I mean, no. And this whole thing ain't gonna be negative. It's just this one.
Again, a father and a grandfather. The chief also says this is a policy that likely needs to be reviewed.
We're not going to skip around it. The optics of this incident are bad. They're terrible.
For close to an hour,
you got every black person that work in the city to stand up there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Boy, you coon ass.
Vance Monroe walked through several videos, starting with a confrontation Wednesday between 29-year-old Godfrey Hercules and an employee at Santiago's market named Jesus Crespo Perez. Investigators say Hercules brandished a gun and put it away before driving off with Mariah Banks and the couple's 3-year-old daughter.
Don't move.
A short time later, police spotted the car at the American Legion building and at gunpoint detained Hercules and Banks.
Put your hands out front of you. Put your hands out.
But the part of the video that has so many so upset is the couple's daughter also on the ground obeying commands as police guns are drawn. Heartbreaking as the little girl can be heard repeatedly pleading with officers not to kill her or take her to jail.
At this time, you got to remember, we have a solo out for a armed disturbance, person with a firearm.
The policies aren't great.
So what? White folk have guns all the damn time. So what?
All right.
I'm sick of black folk acting like black folk can't have guns. We have the Second Amendment. That's what it's for. It's for everybody. But when black folk have a gun, then you want to make it about legal. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Go ahead.
No, yeah, you're right. No, in fact.
We know this child was unarmed. There is no excuse there.
Chief Monroe says the video shows officers lowered their weapons as soon as they saw the little girl. Ultimately, all three
still
were
got
let
it right
go,
there in his
although
hand, right in the
Hercules
video.
still faces a charge of improperly displaying a weapon.
I would have a problem if I'm sitting here and no one from community had an issue with that. I'm like, where are we at as a society?
Where are you at? That's what we need to ask. Where you at?
Oh, it's our fault. They got a problem with us.
But look at the baby on the ground. Really?
That's cool though. But we should be mad that a black man has a gun in the street, arguing with some damn.
The FBI
Hispanics.
told us that the white man was the most dangerous. The white man was the most dangerous. But you want to put it on black folk. Okay.
Yeah. Now, you know, and we're gonna move past it, but you know, you see that
And did the baby have her hands behind her back? Didn't she have her hands behind her back? That's
yeah,
sad.
you see it. Let me
We
see,
can't
where is that?
I tell you. Right there.
Right, yeah.
Ain't that something? Look at the baby. Look at her on the ground.
Oh, he put his gun on. His gun is right here.
Yeah. Okay.
But so he did not lower it.
Our
but
time is coming. Trust me, it's coming. It's coming real soon, Chief. And you won't be part of it.
yeah, he said his problem is that we ain't mad that the brother was armed.
Well,
allegedly.
why would we be mad when the brother's armed? White folk armed all the time. Why would we?
He was fearful for his life from them Hispanic, dangerous ass Hispanics.
Exactly. So what are you talking about? So you didn't do nothing to the Hispanics? Whatever. So we supposed to get the hell beat out of us. Okay.
Anyway, but you know, to consider you mentioned this one earlier.
You can.
Then we're gonna get off that type of stuff for today. We ain't gonna be on that today. But we was talking about this. Now, what you think about this sister who went to Target to, I guess it says, shame black people for shopping there.
Been here to find my sister. Why he got you up in here and we doing a boycott? We ain't supposed to be in here. Sis, what you doing up in here? We supposed to be boycotting. Oh, you know we ain't supposed to be up in here. You in here. That's what I'm talking about. I'm proud of you. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. I'm proud of you. And I came to talk to us so we can think better of ourselves. Yes.
I better wait. My daughter did say that. I'm gonna wait.
It's up to you, but
no, I appreciate you holding me accountable because I know I'm not supposed to be in here.
We supposed to be boycotting because we ain't supposed to be up in here. We boycotting. We're boycotting. No, we ain't supposed to be up in here.
See how hard-headed black folk is.
Wait, what?
I'm talking to my
we're
sister.
not talking to you. Wait, what? No, I'm not talking to you. Okay. You can stay up here by yourself. We what? We who?
Is that what?
We. Who is we? How you get to be we?
It looked like she was looking from another angle too.
Exactly. We who? We ain't talking to you. Okay, go ahead and play. I want to see what you're gonna say. We.
What? Did you know that?
Wait, what?
I'm talking to my sister.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And you still shopping here?
Yeah.
Why we up in here? you know, be a little more connected to your roots. It's a boycott. But nothing else, right? Are y'all working? Yeah. Okay. We ain't supposed to be up in here. We have to work together.
We're going to have to. I already know that part.
We got to have some unity and some discipline.
Yeah, as he walk up in here.
But we can't be supporting these people. All right? We got to have unity. Absolutely. All right. I love you, sis.
All right.
She gonna put her groceries in her car. Nah, I love you. I know what you mean. But we just ain't gonna. We just ain't gonna make it this one. We ain't gonna get it this way. We're not gonna get it. We're not gonna get it. But we're gonna keep praying for him. I don't know what it's gonna take for again. I don't know what it's gonna take.
Look, you want to see what? Watch this, right? I shouldn't play this one, but I'm gonna play it.
There's a seat here.
Now, this is a sister here. Right?
There's a seat. There's a seat here.
You can record all day.
There's a seat here. That's okay. Exactly. We're all sitting. It's all right.
But there's no space.
You're sitting, sir.
Did I give you permission?
Ooh. Did he knock her phone out the hand?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No.
Oh. You are right, but
okay, but can you move?
Who was that? The mama?
I don't know. She could be 16 for all I know. Like the way they age.
Help us.
No, wait. No, just keep watching.
No, I'm not moving. No, I'm not moving. No, I'm not moving.
You have to tell me you're recording. You're not even
No, I don't have to tell.
I will kill you.
You heard that?
What's here? What does that mean?
Oh God, I can't take it. Oh my God. Ooh, I almost came through the screen for a cast. Jesus help me. Oh, see, I don't do that spitting. That spitting right there, that's assault right there.
That's assault.
That's assault. So she'd have had every right to slap her.
Beat the
See,
hell out of her.
When we go and we don't have men with us. This is why it's important for our men to be with us right here. It's so important. And I hope Black women, show that again. I hope Black women understand why is it so important, and Black men too, to understand why it's so important to be with a Black woman. We are the only ones, Black women are the only ones without men on our side when we go places. So this is the result of it. She got her man. She got her man's back, right? Whether the seat was empty or not. I don't know, whose seat it was, but it looked like it was empty to me. So what it was, he didn't want her sitting next to him. But my thing is, I just want Black men and women to understand that it's so important to have your man and for Black men to stand by your woman. Use her for an example. Even though her man was wrong, she still stood beside him, right? She still stood beside him. Even though he was wrong. She never flinched. She had his back no matter what. Ladies. I'm just, I'll pass with that. I'm just saying. What they teaching their kids, though? What are they teaching their children? I'm just saying. That speaks volumes for me. And if your child is seeing that, you just taught him racism. You just taught him to hate women. You taught him how to hate Black women. You taught him it was okay to spit on somebody. You taught him it was okay to threaten somebody's life. Because that's what the woman said. I'll kill you. Ain't that what she said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
He threatened to kill her.
Threatened to kill her on national. But if something went down, she would be not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that's premeditated. Even though she just threatened that woman. Well, go ahead.
No, facts. I'll play it.
There's more. So currently you have an unhinged.
Can you move, please?
So you're sitting, I'm sitting there.
No, you came to my space.
Sir, we're all sitting. We are in that.
Okay, I know, but she came to.
That is absolutely.
Yeah, public play, you can record it.
You can record. See, why are you?
And by the way, it sounds like some damn Spanish, and they sound like they can record.
They sound like they was Yugoslavians. This would sound like Ukrainians. I want her arrested for that's assault. She spit on her. She needs to be arrested.
Well, that black cop can't do that. That black cop can't put no hands on no.
Exactly.
Unless it's another black person.
Exactly. Well, you sent the wrong color. You should. Well, you ain't got no help there either.
Yeah.
You ain't got no help, girl. Ooh, but if she had to swept her up with that floor, it would have been different, huh? She ain't had no help. She ain't had no help. Now, if had a man, at least a man could have handled him. Why I handled that woman for spitting on me?
Because then it'd be wrong if she
would have spit on me. I'd have been over there, honey. She'd have looked up. I'd have been on her head. Do you hear me? You spitting on folk? When she'd have just put her mouth up to spit.
It's like and then she'd be wrong for missing a part of her front, like a piece of her front of her skull, right? Okay. Then you're wrong for doing stuff.
She said she spit on my face, and you mean you didn't jump over on top of her head? Oh, honey. But see, that's what happened when you got no help. When you go in places by yourself. Now, what ended up happening? Did the woman get arrested? Nothing.
I doubt it.
Okay.
Let's see.
I can't you cannot walk away with us. Ma'am, so are you saying it's okay if I go to the first row and just sit in between two people like that now? No, I'm not. That's not right. That's what she was. Okay, but I will speak to her about that. I am going to talk to her about that. Now, can you step back from me, please?
Wow. And
all right, whatever. So I'm pretty sure ain't nothing happened to him. And she sound like she about to cuss the black girl. You know not to mess with these good white folk out here, girl.
Did you hear her? She said, but she came and sat in between. Who she sit in between? You was with your husband, so who did she sit in between? Because she sat in an empty seat. She sat in an empty seat, right? So you didn't want her sitting there, but you lied and said she sat in between, like she sat in between you and your husband. That's not what she did. See how they gaslight? They automatically go there. They liars. Everything they do, every time they open their mouth, every time they breathing a lie. They telling a lie. They thinking a lie. Their middle name should be liars. And it is, because that's who their father is. The father of lies is their daddy. Because she just told that lie. That ain't what the woman did. She sat down, not between you and your husband. She sat down because it was an empty seat. So what, you were saving a seat for who? Oh, okay. Go ahead. No. Well, I cannot with these people. I cannot.
Yeah, and
I cannot. Since black cop didn't even have sense enough to arrest her. She should have been arrested for spitting.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I would have walked up there by the police officer. I said, "You arrested? I'm arresting you for spitting. That's assault."
That's assault.
I would have charged her, because if that had been a black woman and it was a white cop, she'd have went to jail for spitting, for assault.
Yeah, it's a crime. Yeah. You want to hear this one? Because this is the same. LAPD said some racist stuff. We don't. I mean, it's the same old thing.
What else is new? They always say some racist stuff, don't they? They ain't learned since Rodney King. Then he learned since our brother Rodney King.
Yeah, because they was on camera saying, you got to hit black people in the liver because they got weak livers or something.
Oh, is that what it is?
Apparently, even though they got weak everything.
Yeah, exactly. Like they deal with the man in the jail, the one that they killed and never got no charges. Okay.
They said something else about N-word, usual stuff, but
the usual, nothing we used.
Yeah, they're not even creative, so they're insults.
Unleash the power of knowledge.
But okay, so let's go to this point here, because this is what I'm saying.
Let us come back and discuss.
The problem that South Africans have right now is that we don't understand white people. White people are inferior species to us. We are Homo sapiens. They've got Neanderthal blood in them. This is the science. And this is not science that was done by black people. It was done by them. You understand? Abu Clive W. Lewis, they were eugenicists. They studied this and they realized that they're inferior to blacks. The white population is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking.
Yes, thank God.
It makes no sense to descend into the savagery that they have. Whatever land that they're holding on to, either way, their numbers are dwindling. Whatever leadership that they had is dying out as well. And you know about wealth disappearing after the third generation that is passed down to, you know. So they're on the last generation. We're dealing with the weakest whites that the world has ever seen. So,
well, I wouldn't, because they've always had plagues and disgusting ways of living, you know. So
we expect to have Ubuntu, humanity. Unfortunately, by the strictest definition of what a human being is, white people are just below human beings. You are negotiating with an animal, a wild dog.
You hear that? You are that's like me sitting there talking to my dog. Hey, listen, if you don't use the bathroom in the house, then I'm gonna take you to the park on Saturday. And do you agree with that or no? And my dog saying, yeah, I agree. And me expecting my dog to be like, hey, I agree. You're sitting there trying to negotiate with a psychopath, animal. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It don't make no sense. Hey, Ryan, please don't like attack me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you some meat or whatever next week, and just don't like you. We sitting here trying to reason with them as if we were talking to a dog or you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
You're trying to train to be tamed, to be upopi, you who guards your house. You can never do that. So we're expecting Ubuntu from them. We're like, you stole our land, you butchered our people and everything else, and we just want justice. We're not out for your blood. We're not chopping off your heads. We're not doing anything. Why don't you guys understand that? Why don't you guys have Ubuntu? Why don't you guys have a heart? They don't, because they're incapable of that. You cannot expect the same behavior of a human being that you're expecting of a dog.
And then why?
You cannot expect.
Oh, I love it. Oh my God. Yes. That's the best live right there. It's the best. I love her.
Yeah. That's my point, right? And people don't get that, but Cassidra, and I'll show you, right? Because
so y'all
listen to this chick here
today. Here you go.
Do you wash your hands after you go to the bathroom?
No, they don't.
In your own home. I really hope I'm not outing myself if everybody does this and I'm the only one that doesn't, but no, I don't. I'm not gonna wash my hands in my own home.
Okay, you're nasty.
1 or 2 or 3. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh my God.
Honestly, there are public restrooms where I feel as if I wash my hands after using the restroom, I would actually get them more dirty by touching all the things. You know,
God, what a dummy.
But especially in my home, in the comfort of my own home, you want me to wash my hands?
You don't wash your hands, you don't wash nothing else, honey.
Furthermore,
is that you're telling a dog, hey, my dog, like, hey, did you wipe yourself after you went outside? You know,
even the dog do, because they scooch on the grass.
They do. That's so damn. That's a bad point. They under that. Lord, I don't know what to compare them to then.
Oh my God! But these are the things that our men want, who don't wash their hands. So if you're not washing your hands, what else are you not washing?
Oh, shouts out to Raw in the building, and shouts out to Matron in the building. Yeah, they are nasty.
I'll just run the water so that everybody thinks I'm washing my hands. Flip it off.
In their own
Didn't
house.
get them wet at all. I'll leave them. Wipe it on my pants. My dry ass hands. I'll go, well.
What a dummy. Oh my God, I cannot with these people. They are so disgusting. Even when you watch movies, they show you who they really are. When you watching a movie, you know, I can't even watch them on TV. No, I'm telling you, because they show you who they really are, even on TV. You just be shaking your head.
Yeah. And you wonder why they have so many plagues and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
They claim they're smarter than us, able to see the ridiculousness of some of it. We all know white people is not known for any sort of cleanliness. And I'm not trying to be funny or prove a point here or anything, right? Because I'll sit here and I'll tell you, yes, the Eurocentric standard of beauty has made sure that white people are viewed as more attractive. They're viewed as more intelligent, so and so. So even though none of that is rooted in reality, the Eurocentric standard of beauty has assured that, yes, white people are perceived in those ways. But clean, white people have never been perceived as clean. Like, quite literally ever. In fact, didn't black people teach y'all how to wash y'all asses? Am I tripping, or did the Moors not go to Spain and wherever else and be like, damn, y'all is funky as fuck. We gotta do something about this. Like, y'all, hold up.
Anyway, so and then
Oh my God.
You often hear me say that British food is the top 3 worst cuisines in the world.
Shouts out to
And what are the
Kofi
other
video.
2? Well, one of the other worst cuisines in the world is white American food, particularly white American food from the Midwest. And guess who they're descendants of? The British.
Chicken and rice is what's for dinner. I'll check back in a little bit. Should be about 20 minutes or so. Look at that. Cooked to perfection in 20 minutes. Dinner is served.
On our salad bar today, marinated salad, tuna salad,
That's white
breakfast
people's
salad,
food.
Dijon ham, pears, mayonnaise, and cheese, a little coleslaw.
Eggs and half.
Favorite are
And we be eating at work and stuff, consider.
turnip greens, dill peas,
Oh my God.
What is that? Ew.
cabbage, butter beans, pineapple casserole.
What is going on?
We're going to start with frozen peas, a large bag, a block of sharp cheddar cheese, dill pickles, and very roughly chopped boiled egg, and then a heart's worth, like a ton of Duke's mayonnaise. Put this in the fridge and then take it out in time for like the frozen peas to thaw out a little bit.
Seafood boil, otherwise known as the day we all completely enjoy our delicious food, shared to TikTok only to be told we didn't do it right. We've been doing this for many years now, and while you may have your own way of doing it, this is how our family likes it, and it was delicious.
No, it wasn't. You don't even have nothing to compare it to.
Disgusting.
I don't
ain't even got nothing to compare it to.
First, let's undress these bananas and next brush the bananas with lemon juice so they don't
This is
brown.
what they've been eating in Europe.
Coat
like,
one side of the ham with a
how long they've
horrifying
been
amount
alive.
of yellow mustard. Roll up each lemon banana with a slice of mustard ham. Put the bananas into a 400-degree oven for 10 minutes. Powder. Cover with sauce and back in the oven for 5 minutes. You have it. Ham and bananas hollandaise.
It's extra crunchy, some pickles.
Wait a damn minute. More Midwesty than there's nothing more Midwesty than cannibal sandwiches, aka raw beef sandwiches. Basically, you're taking some rye bread, topping it with pepper jack cheese.
They're eating a sandwich of raw meat.
That's what they do. That shows you who they are. Those are animals. Those are not humans. They're not humans. I don't know why we don't understand that.
Yeah. Yeah. What up, my brother Anthony?
The Bible called them serpent people. You have to know who he's talking about.
This is the thing. I need to look it up. They take a thing of raw meat and put it on in the sandwich and eat it and put some onions on it.
They're gonna cook it, right?
No, not the meat part. The onions maybe, but they ain't gonna cook the meat.
They eat people too. So what you talking about?
Yeah, they eat it. Yeah.
That's probably some human meat they eating over there.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm saying.
All these people.
Pepper jack cheese, raw ground beef, onions, salt, and pepper. This is super traditional.
Give me a minute.
It's traditional.
This is called Patty's Delight. You start off with a carton of cottage cheese, and then celery, carrot, onion and scallion, green olives, a mayo.
What is that?
Can't
And
forget
this is where
the
we get
mayo.
controversial. Jello.
Oh,
Lime
now
Jell-O.
this would makes it controversial, not all the other stuff. She gonna put Jello into it after all that.
That's
Jello
what-
might. That's the controversial part.
Diet. You put half a cup of hot water, you bloom it, and then put it in the freezer so it gets cold. But you don't want it to be Jello yet, just liquid. And you pour it in your most beautiful crystal bowl.
What is that supposed to be?
Oh my God. I don't know what that is. What's that? Is that their potato salad?
It might be. Listen,
Oh my God. What was that?
if y'all want to, go over your white friends' houses and stuff like that for whatever reason,
cheese.
if they don't kill you overnight, this is what you got to look forward
yes.
to for breakfast in the morning.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
anyway, that just proves that brother point about what he said here. Trying to negotiate with
So we're expecting
animal.
Ubuntu from them. We're like, you stole our land, you butchered our people and everything else, and we just want justice. We're not out for your blood. We're not chopping off your heads. We're not doing anything. Why don't you guys understand that? Why don't you guys have Ubuntu? Why don't you guys have a heart? They don't, because they're incapable of that. You cannot expect the same behavior of a human being that you're expecting of a dog.
But a mob that eats raw meat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And this is old, right? Because it's not just them, but I guess we can skip this part.
The power of knowledge.
Because of course you got the Chinese dude. I showed this before, but he's
Oh
teaching the
yeah,
little
that's
kids how to
so
shoot.
sad. That was so sad.
Yeah,
There wasn't nothing funny about that.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then and now
he was saying, and they were just repeating it. He thought he was doing something.
Yeah.
So.
But now you got a Asian dude killing some black dude over money because that he owed them. He said, "Shoot me." And so
those Chinese men should have came up missing.
You're right.
You had all them black people around there, and you sat there and watched that. Everybody out there that watch, they should be fed to the lions too. I'm just saying. How are you in a black country, and he refuses to pay you, and you don't do anything, and then you look at him shoot your family members, and you don't say anything? What's wrong with us? It's more you than them.
All right. And the fact that our mentality is, oh, you're going to have to shoot me, instead of saying, hey, if you don't pay me, I'm probably going to shoot you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's a difference of mentality,
Yeah, he didn't pay you, or you died because he didn't pay you. You working for free.
Right.
And he got to walk and go home? Really?
Hold on. Talk for like 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, that's crazy. We have to do better. Seriously. We have to learn how to love each other and protect each other. That Chinese guy should have, and I guarantee you he had some black folk to tie him up. I guarantee you some black men who was probably his family members tied them up, they relatives up, and then allowed him to shoot them. That's crazy. That makes no sense to me. I can't make sense of stuff like that. That just blows me away. Well, we have to do better. That's speaking volumes to me about us. When are we going to stick together? When are we going to love on each other? When are we going to look and be like, no, you ain't finna do my brother like that. You hurt him, you hurt me. You touch him, you go into the guard. You know what I'm saying? They should have made themselves clear, and they didn't. That's why he had the nerves to do that in front of all them black folks standing up there who probably hadn't got paid either. So now you scared to ask for your pay because he just turned around and killed your brother. So now you're going to study work for free. That's crazy. That don't make sense to me. I don't know what's going on, but we need to do better.
Yeah.
Stuff like this just pisses me off because it don't make sense. Now you sitting up there, look at all them black folk around there. You chef that man. Who tied him up? I guarantee some black folk tied him up. I guarantee you. He laying up there tied up, and fam folk standing around looking. Your own that look like you standing around looking at this. Really? Okay.
And listen, and like this is what I'm saying. You don't have any friends. Like they have Denisovan blood, you know what I'm saying, which is Neanderthal, but it's a different kind of Neanderthal. It's just as a lesser, it's not you, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you said, like they live off of you while we be like this, you know, in our own land, our own places. So all right, considering, you know, a lot of people is feeling this stuff, and like now they mad and they want black people to finally speak up for them. And Ross said, we have no unity. That's the problem. We were all for one and one for all. we were once all for one and one for all. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to, unless we get our children back on that. Like we definitely
We
lost
better
at
do
this
something.
point.
We done lost that one. That we have lost that one by going over there and being around them where we shouldn't, where we didn't belong. And now our little kids, they're sold out. Our kids won't even stand up for you. If they see something like that, they'll call you racist. Mommy, you being racist. What? What about them being racist? We can't be racist. Go ahead. That's crazy.
All right, so
Yeah. Now I saw this video. I was like, you up.
The Latino and Black communities have always been like this, and
we haven't
been like that. There's no reason why the two communities should be fighting. Okay, we have fought next to each other, side by side, since the civil rights movement.
Oh my God.
Okay, there's no time for beef on either side.
Honey, your mama
need
taught
to
you
stand
not to
together,
hate.
especially with everything that's going on right now in this country. So just a reminder that the Latino community and the Black community are like this.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. I don't know what she's talking about. We ain't never been like that. Black community been like that with y'all, but you ain't been like that with us.
Yeah.
They just want us to fight for them. Nope, we're still not fighting for you on your own. Handle your own.
Right, because like you were saying, considering now, like all of these DEI things that we protesting is actually not us like losing our jobs for real.
Right.
For real. I know that people have been saying that like trying to scare people and stuff like that, but it's all of the people that you put these capes on. Is the white bitches, is the Hispanics, is the gay people, is everybody but you. It's literally Black men is probably at the bottom of the list on DEI anything. You know what I'm saying? Like except for like prison. And the crazy thing is when we get a position, then they call it DEI, even though they can't have that position without that Black man, probably because like most of everything is Black culture and Black ideas, and that I don't know, I guess it's that drive to want to fit in with them or whatever. So and most of them, okay, so you see this, the Department of Education slashes
cases up to 50% layoffs.
Wait, hold on, before I play this one. Because most of the Department of Education is guess who? White bitches. And so I guess I'll
use Black women to ask them to do the labor of providing us with comfort and alleviating our fear and anxiety over the election. We're also not going to come to Black women expecting them to give us a pat on the back and say, we know you're not one of the bad ones. You did what you could, hun. And also, it is not our place to go to Black women when they are criticizing white women. I mean, have you looked at the numbers? And to tell them, not me, it wasn't me, I'm one of the good ones. Stop putting that on Black women. Stop it. Don't do it. If you've got big feelings of fear and trepidation about the future, about our rights as women, if you have intense anger and disappointment at other white women, shame about our demographic, stop asking Black women to manage those feelings for you.
Exactly.
You are a grown-ass woman and you get to deal with them. And then how you can turn those feelings into effective strategic action.
All right, so
yeah.
And consider, yeah, because consider you was talking about you know, like you were saying how now everybody else is starting to panic and now they starting to see what it is. But you know, of course, like you know, Black people got to be out, everybody's servant, so we got to make everybody feel comfortable with it. But I mean, what you think about that?
I'm glad she spoke up to her people, because I'm tired of them trying to talk to us. Talk to your own. I don't want to hear not another white woman trying to talk to Black people, tell Black people what to do. No, we're not helping you. Hold your own and go talk to your own. Because we don't care how you feel. We don't care what you think. Have at it with your own. Let your people know how you feel. Maybe you can help them. But we don't need you. Period.
I don't know what happened to the ones you sent me. I might gotta pull them up again.
You need me to send it to you?
Let me see. All right, I'm gonna pull up some, and then I'm gonna play this one, and
Sure.
You can send it.
Closure, put it up full mask. I want to give you the 411
I
on
got
this.
it.
The Department of Education lays off nearly 50% of its workforce, okay?
Wow.
50% of its workforce. The Department of Education initiated mass layoffs on Tuesday.
Wow.
This was Tuesday night, reducing the overall workforce by nearly 50%. This is what sources told ABC News.
Man,
The
that's
quote,
crazy.
reduction in force, end quote, notices began to go out at about 6 p.m. Some 1,315 employees were affected by the RIFs, all right? Leaving 2,183 employed by the department, according to senior officials at the DOE. Impacted staff will be placed on administrative leave starting March 21st.
Wow.
A statement from the education department said they will receive full pay and benefits through June 9th. Senior officials added. The statement also said that the Department of Education will, quote, continue to deliver all statutory programs that fall under the agency's purview,
How?
including formula funding, student loans, Pell Grants, funding for special needs students, and competitive grant making. Okay? Now, these are statutory programs. Statutory programs simply means these programs are required by law. So they're basically saying we're going to do the absolute bare minimum for the American public. We're going to do the absolute bare minimum
Wow.
for those who are seeking or have sought higher education. Services require people to process claims, complaints.
Not if you have AI.
Hmm?
They don't need any people. They have AI. That's what they're doing. They're going to replace them with AI. Don't we know that yet? They don't need people when they have AI that's doing it. Hello, you guys. What do they need all those people for? To process anything? Oh my goodness. Y'all better wake up. I'm telling you, this is getting ready to get real bad. People finna lose homes, cars. I'm telling you, that's how that civil war gonna start. And it's not even gonna be about us. It's gonna be about them fighting each other. Black folks just stand back, sit back, get your popcorn. We've been through this before. We've been through layoffs. They have not. They're getting ready to feel how we've always felt. Oh yes.
I'm pulling it up now. Hold on. Well, I couldn't play that whole thing of old boy video.
That's
but I got another one from what?
They get ready to feel it, y'all. I'm telling you, they get ready to feel what we've been feeling all this time. Those tides are turning. Does anybody see them tides turning? Because I don't care how you look at it, it's still more of them than us that's getting laid off.
Yeah, I mean, look, to be honest with you, I'm not even, because for me, I'm like good. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what, I'm not even gonna go there right now. But it's good in my opinion.
Oh,
I'm against DEI, to be honest with you. I'm sorry.
DEI was never for us anyway.
Exactly.
Sometimes they put stuff together and put black names on it, but they use it for other people. Civil rights bill. Okay. Hello.
Affirmative action.
Exactly. Please.
All of that stuff. I'm glad that it's over with, because especially as a black man, like I get blamed for it, but I benefit less than anybody do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Every other demographic.
You don't get black men gets nothing, not even a morsel. So hey, okay, now there you go. Feel what we felt. Feel what our men have felt.
And if you get kicked out of white schools, you might have to go to black ones. So,
Ooh,
but
come on now. I hope they kick all of y'all out. I hope they kick every last one of them black babies out. Now you can establish your own and teach your own baby. Sometimes the devil will do stuff that's gonna bless you. Y'all have to understand now. Y'all gotta go deeper. Sometimes devils do stuff that'll bless you. So now let's create our own schools. Whether we have to start online first, and then once you start supporting those schools, then you can go into a brick and mortar. But right now, create some schools. Forecast. You already got the history lesson.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. And we're going to talk about that in a second.
Nature, and we can use too. You too. You be reading with them books? Come on here. Create your own schools. Get your curriculums together. Let's do it. I'm just saying. Somebody got to start it.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about that in like in 1 second. And I'm let's
This is hilarious. I just saw this white lady on here complaining that she just lost her job because she was hired under the diversity, equity, and inclusion program at her work. And you can see she didn't want to say it, but she really wanted to be like, but I'm not black. But that's not diversity, equity,
but you so black services, though, didn't you?
It means black to them. Exactly. Affirmative action means black to them till it's time to get a job, you know, or it's time to get some kind of resource. That's the problem. They're taking our money. And this is what I say, like, there is no such thing as lesser of two evils. And if anything, was the more evil thing is how calm you are with with one group doing this to you and you'll accept it. At least with the other group is less evil that you'll stand up and you know that you need to do something about it. Because that's the problem, you know, because all of this stuff means black, but it doesn't actually do it until it's time to vote or it's time to do something. Then, oh, well, they're specifically coming after you and your stuff. And then every other time when it's like, besides if it's like somebody's birthday or something, they'll give you a birthday or a holiday or something. But when it comes to the money and it comes to, because they take our tax money, because why haven't y'all been this mad from the beginning that they take your tax money? We paying tribute to them, like we are paying them whatever. That's why I'm happy that y'all mad, because that's the lesser of two evils to me. That your comfort is the evil part. You know what I'm saying? Like how much you've been fighting for other people and thinking that you're fighting for yourself because you're so damn scared of the little bit of comfort that you got. Well, at least they ain't lynching me right now. Well, they could get pulled over. You do know that, right? They could do that. But anyway, it pisses me off because I hate that whole DEI stuff in the first place. And now you want to not go to Target, but because of DEI, like I should go to Target right now, to be honest with you. But I don't want to go there no more because you know what? When I was a teenager, they showed me on the camera like of them following the black people around the store as soon as they get out the parking lot, in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Well, I never was a fan of Targets anyway.
Right. All the stuff that they do. But now because they finna kick some Mexican kids back to Mexico or wherever the hell they from, now you mad about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the lesser of two freaking evils, because for them it ain't no lesser of two. Evil is evil. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
let's see how long the boycott's gonna last. Let's just see, because you know black folk don't never stand a long time with anything anyway. So you already know that. So we'll see.
But that's what I'm saying. Black people is pissing me off. And that's why I'm happy. I'm glad, because you are the lesser of two, or the most of two evils. Your comfort level is the real evil. You know what I'm saying? How comfortable you are in a system to where I'm cool with the way it is and I can wait on my stuff for another couple of years, but just as long as they ain't kicking little Mexican kids out the country, because you also know it's about you, because only then does affirmative action become a black thing. Only then does any of the DEI become a damn black thing, when it's white bitches every other time. You know what I'm saying? And immigration becomes black immigrants, but for years we've been arguing, well, they don't let black immigrants in the first place. And you would have been correct, but now you're incorrect because you're saying the opposite. Because you know what they do to black immigrants? They whoop them at the border, right? No matter who the president is. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, because you know, all of them have anyway. So we ain't gonna go there.
The number one recipient of DEI hires is white women. The number one people who have benefited the most from this whole affirmative action and DEI hired has been white women, 100%. And now all these white women who voted for Donald Trump are going to find out that DEI included them.
No, not included them, was for them.
Exactly. But how many things do they create for them and put our names on it or put our faces to it? And then it's really for them. Welfare wasn't created for us. More of them have it than we. Disability, they get it more quicker than black people. Sometimes it'd be 6, 7, 8 years for black folk get it. Let white folk go and they get it within a year. Because I've known white folk to do it. How long you wait? Oh, a year, 6 months. What? So still waiting 7 years. Even Social Security. You got black folk retiring with less than $2,000. What? But then white folk return to $2,500, $3,000. What is it? What are we doing here? Right. But you work just as hard as them. I'm telling you, every system that they have set up, systematical racism, and they always come out on top. It's always for them. Always.
And the key is to make you comfortable with that, right? If you can be just comfortable enough with that. But you know why you could never really be comfortable? Because you know in your soul that, you know what I'm saying, you're not supposed to be in that situation. And you know, like your feelings and emotions is smarter than you are. Because your fear was dictating that's your fear makes you think that you can talk to a damn dog and say, hey, listen, can you go lock the black door and make sure the stove is off? You know what I'm saying? And like, please cook me. Like, no, I'm not going to go talk to my dog. I don't care how afraid I am or not afraid I am. I understand what they are. You know what I'm saying? And this is the problem. Our fear dictates how we move and how we, you know, it's just sit there and you talk about trying to save democracy. I hope all of it, because at least we ain't gonna be the only ones struggling. Now you want to fight, and we be the only ones struggling.
You getting ready to see some things, boy. Them crackers getting ready to struggle, honey. You gonna have to go over there and teach them how. Hey, let me show you how you can squeeze, pennies from that nickel over there. We've been doing it, and it's gonna be black. You have to understand, we have been trained for all 4 seasons. They have not. There's no season. There's nothing we cannot go through. They have not been trained for this. So you're going to see a lot of them killing themselves. We've been trained for, they did us a favor. Didn't even know what they was training us for. We can survive this. This is nothing. This is just going to make black folk come together. But them, they getting ready to jump off some buildings. They getting ready to kill themselves. Because they can't, getting ready to lose their house, their retirement. They getting ready to lose everything. They're not used to that. That's some black folk stuff. That's what they look at. They're like, this is not supposed to be happening to us. We voted for Trump. They voted for Trump, put him in. And look what he's doing to his own people. You think that ain't funny to me? That's funny as hell.
It was kind of worth it.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I know some brothers probably hiding under a bed right now, but it's kind of funny. You got to admit, it is pretty funny.
It's funny. Because they're getting their butts handed to them. They're like, they're crying. We're not black. This is supposed to only happen to black people. Now I understand. Oh, you understand now because it's happening to you. I'm not crying for you. I'm not crying one tear. You didn't cry for us.
And you know,
enjoy your pork and beans. Enjoy your Vienna sausages.
The cat food. That's what they could be.
Exactly.
They ain't no pork and beef. Pork and beef too good.
I'm just saying.
But you know what the sick part is? Like, all of these programs they put in place to stop black people from burning down everything, you know what I'm saying, from them taking their stuff. And we got to a point where we know that it's not right? But these things that they give you as trinkets so that you stop fighting, we fight to keep those things so that we don't have to fight, you know what I'm saying? And they're only giving it to you not to give you freedom, because why would I do that? If you was my slave, why would I give you freedom? I want you going to work Monday morning. And if you got enough money, I know you ain't going to do that. So I'm going to let you go to the club and I'm going to let you go to the movies and stuff. But you're going to have to carry your slave ass, because y'all don't want to admit that, to work Monday morning, because I need my lights, my water. I need all of that stuff. And I'm not going to pay you nothing, right? And if you make more money, I'm just going to charge you more money for everything that you have. You know what I'm saying? Even though all of the stuff that I can do, all of this is because of your resources, your labor, your physical labor, your
tears.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and none of this would have been possible. Hell, we was in a plague until Negroes showed up and tried to teach us how to take baths. We still haven't learned, but they was in a plague in that point. You know what I'm saying? And
still won't wash nothing.
It's just crazy. But the sick part is the fear that we have, that we don't even want to. We'll rather try to negotiate. It's like a sheep trying to negotiate with a wolf. Like, listen, please don't eat my babies or whatever. I'll shave off my hair and give it to you or whatever. Just don't bite us or nothing. Like, But it doesn't work. The wolf gonna be like, all right, yeah, give me your wool, and then as soon as you do,
and then yep.
But anyway.
Yep, go bite all. Yep, bite you. Yep. Thanks for your wool and your body and your babies.
And your babies. I'm gonna let him grow up just so he can get nice and fat when I eat him. And let him do some work and get some anyway.
And following that, you will be offered a severance package.
White bitch is getting fired. I need a cup for these tears here.
I want to express that this is not a great business practice to hire someone with
It's so frustrating.
There's going to be a lot of people on unemployment.
Great.
I just got laid off about 2 hours ago. I think I'm still shocked. Like, I just can't believe that it happened. There were absolutely no signs from the company that it was going to happen.
Oh, yeah, none at all.
I got a Teams message from my boss asking if I was free, which definitely was kind of weird, but I thought that he wanted to talk about something that we had discussed yesterday. So I was like, yeah, of course I'm free. What's up? And then they dialed me into a video call where my boss was sitting in the office.
Blah. You got fired.
Let me
Get the hell up out of here.
I'm being laid off from my job today. If you couldn't tell by my appearance, I have been crying all morning. I haven't made a meeting yet, but I got a calendar.
I need a water bottle, considering this is good. So I could
Where my popcorn at? Get my
popcorn. Save all them tears.
Someone I've never spoken to at the company, and a bunch of other people did too. So I am recording this because I feel like a lot of people can probably find comfort in knowing
that you got laid off.
I do find comfort that your ass got fired.
These who are doing layoffs.
At least it ain't only Negroes getting fired at this point. We could, if nothing else, we could celebrate. At least it ain't only.
This is like what we used to seeing number black folk. Look at this.
Hey,
I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm like, look at what in the world, what's going on here?
Hey, consider the Mexicans better not walk off the job now.
You ain't lying.
Oh, y'all trying to unite to walk off the job.
Hey.
How dare y'all?
Hey, I'm just saying, maybe some of white folk could go pick them strawberries in Florida now, huh? I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know, because they died from the sun. But
well, hey, they need strawberries, right? You either want them to pick them, or you what? Or you won't have them, because you waiting on us to pick them. We ain't going out there. We're not doing that. So, y'all better get ready. Put your suntan lotion on and go on hit the floor. Hit the floor strawberry patches. Yep.
Should be doing them in the same way that airlines try to get passengers off of oversold flights. Like, companies who need to do layoffs should be reaching out to employees at their company and saying, hey, is anyone wing?
The CEO and COO for the following morning. I'm about to join the Zoom meeting, and I'm going to film.
Oh, let's see her film, huh? She's getting ready to get fired, huh?
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Oh, let's hear it. I want to hear it.
Oh, she was skipping.
Dang, I wanted.
Oh, look at her face change. Look at
honestly,
her face, though.
Really...
You can still get some enjoyment by look at her face change, and she's smiling, and then she get hella disappointed. There you go. She about to cry right there.
Oh, wow.
You see it?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
I guarantee they would have felt bad for you.
Really enjoy my time working.
Because you know what? You know, it was funny when my brother like a year or 2 years ago was like they was telling him not to leave the job, and then they got some lazy ass Mexicans in there that who don't do a damn thing and they don't say nothing to them. Because so y'all think that they work so good and they do all of it. And it's like Negroes think so. They lazy as hell. And you get them to build something. I bet you like you build a roof, you probably fall through that joint if you try to stay on it.
You ain't lying. It'll be leaking.
And it was funny when it was happening to only black people, though, right?
Oh, you know? Yeah, they wasn't worried. They was making $800,000 while we still making $25,000 a year. Shoot,
we was spending half of that at Target. We was spending half of it at Target. Like that's the problem.
Walmart one, shoot, faithfully every 2 weeks. Double dipping Walmart.
So I don't know. I'm conflicted. I should probably go to Target because I support white bitches getting fired. So I don't know what to tell you.
With you guys, you all have been awesome to work with. I think the past 9 months. Yeah, just overall grateful.
It was like he should have been like, you don't gotta do all right. We don't even really want to talk to you no more.
Yeah, we can just hang up. We're gonna end this conversation.
You don't gotta say all that.
We're done talking now.
Yeah, we don't really even know who you are like this. So
it's
For
crazy.
this experience, and wish you guys the best.
Yeah, I wish you guys the best.
You better hurry up and get out. She about to
Thank you,
cry.
guys.
I'm sure she tried to act like
Guess
she.
I'm a full-time influencer now.
So basically, everybody unsubscribed from her page. So
Oh, forget did you say yes? So you said everybody unsubscribe.
So she could really feel what it's like. It won't know it because it won't know. To be fair, it won't know YouTube for us back in the day. It was like
Oh
she ain't
no,
know
it wasn't no
influencers.
nothing for us, honey. We were just, ooh man, we just did what we need to do. Yeah, a lot of times we created our own businesses. So hey, we know how to do that. We ironed, we cleaned up. I mean, we did it. We did laundry, we washed clothes, we ironed clothes, we did it. We had our own businesses back then. Then one man came and said, I had a dream. So y'all leave our businesses and come over here and work for these white folk. And we said, okay. Please.
Yeah, listen. I mean, it was either this or blow up all the sunscreen factories in the world. So I'm glad this is happening.
I'm just saying.
And speaking of school, before we get off of here, speaking of school stuff, right? So, because I want to play this.
A souvenir or something like that.
Now that we've gotten that out the way, this is me and my friends at junior prom in high school. This is me right here. There's one other minority in this picture. She might as well have been with the rest of them. That's why I don't like the term person of color. Okay. Black people, do not do this to your kids. Find a different school. Find a school with a nice little mix. Anything but this. Anything but this. Academically, I was very prepared for college. I, achieved a lot in life. Socially, it is damaging to have peers that look nothing like you. I graduated with 5 Black people. There were 5 Black people in my graduating class, okay? And I didn't realize how insane that was until I got to college. And the first dorm that I was placed in was the athletes dorm, which really everyone joked around and called it the Black dorm because majority of the athletes were Black, okay? And hearing their experiences in high school and then me realizing mine, I was like, oh, I was robbed, okay? I was robbed. And when I got to college, I'm telling y'all now, by day 2, I was in love. I was in love. It was like a melanin city of young people. It was just beautiful. Like the music that was playing through the dorms, like just everything, the outfits, the style, the fashion, the hair, like people doing sew-ins in the dorm. Like you knew you could go to the 3rd floor and go to so-and-so's dorm and schedule an appointment for a sew-in. Things like that. Like it was just Blackness and it was just beautiful. It was beautiful.
Oh man, she was the fly, wasn't she?
So I got to college.
Yeah,
don't do this to your Black kids.
Yeah.
Find a different school. Find a different neighborhood. I'm begging you.
The power, military advantage, economic advantage, social advantage, cultural advantage, all of the other advantages we talk about. They must be educated to maintain and advance those advantages. Therefore, their education is what? Fundamentally conservative to hold on to what they got. You understand? That's why you can't give your children the same education. They're not in the same place. What are they conserving? Their deprivation? Yeah. And in a sense, we are being educated to conserve our deprivation and to perpetuate our oppression.
We are being educated to perpetuate our death, really. But what you think about that though? Considering this, like you said, this young sister, she was deprived and she didn't even know it.
Really, I seen this young lady on TikTok, and she talked about her Black experience in a suburban white school. And I'm telling you, just listening to her story is like she was traumatized as a child. And people don't understand. Just like she said, academically, you may get it, but all the other stuff, you've been traumatized. You're going through PTSD now. You're going through the Willie Lynch. You've gone through the Willie Lynch. You've gone through literal hell because those kids are not Black children. You know what I'm saying? Black folk, when it's a white girl at our schools, Black folk love her. want to be your friend. They treat her very well, right? But let you go to their schools, and you are abused. You are traumatized. You are hated on. My daughter went to a University of Denver, right? And I'm telling you, you often hear me talk about that. It was horrible, but this was a school. I didn't know. I sent her down there, and it was a white school. And I tell you, every day she was calling me, mommy, so and so, so. And I would call up there. I told the officer, I said, let me tell you something. You better go over there and check, because something happened to my baby. I got his name. I'm coming. I promise you that. Don't play with me when it comes to mine. But my thing is, she shouldn't have had to go through that. And I'm telling you, they finally got the ringleader. He was drinking and drugging and all this stuff. He got suspended, and everything calmed down. But I'm gonna tell you, the prayers of the righteous, honey, because I sure was like, you need to do something. That boy got to come up out of there, because he was terrible. I mean, doing all kind of stuff. So, next 2 years, she had, a great time. But I'm telling you, from when she first got there, and you think she gonna get a great, see, we was told, oh, they get a great education, blah, 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 but don't understand the true, what really goes on behind closed doors with those kids. Those kids are demons. Those kids have been trained very well by their parents. They act just like them. Trust me, the apple does not fall too far from the tree when I tell you. But I'm telling you, it's just crazy. You think it's better, and it's not. They're being traumatized. All right.
No, yeah. I mean, my sister went to when she first went to college to James Madison University.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and that shit is.
We visited up in the mountains there. We visited up there too, honey. Woo, Lord. I said, but I said yes to Denver, so I should have said yes to James, man. I was like, you up here in the mountains? What in the world? It was way up there, because we used to visit schools, right? I was like, what in the world?
Yeah.
I said, no, nobody up here.
Hey, look, and I don't know, because I couldn't have did it. That's too many crackers for me.
Man,
they everywhere. Now, to be fair, they had her where all the black people was at. They kept all the black people in one area, so she was around all the black people that was there. But it's still too many crackers for me.
Yes, honey.
But no, because I wanted to ask you, you had the experience with one going to Denver, but the other one going to HBCU, and what you think is
totally different. I'm telling you, totally different. My daughter don't be playing with them crackers. But her dad went to Jackson State, so he went to HBCU. So that was, and her dad was the same way. He didn't play with them crackers. He was like, "Oh no, black school is just the." I'm telling you, but now you have to understand, black schools are not the same as they was, when now you got white folk there teaching. You got a whole different experience. You got more white schools at HBCUs now. Okay, you got the white folks teaching history. You got the white academic advisor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at this. I'm like, what are we doing? Why are they here? This was a black school. Why aren't we keeping it black? But we don't even want to go to our own HBCUs. They'll go, but I see a lot of stuff going on now with the HBCUs, just like Fayetteville University. It's a mess. To A&T, they got a white guy over housing. And now ever since he been there, every year they run out of housing. For whatever reason, you got kids staying in hotels. No housing. Housing is just jacked up. I'm like, why is he over housing if ever since he's been there, it's been a mess? So why is he still there? They scared to fire him. Why? Because he's going to come over the lawsuit. Well, y'all fire me because I'm white. But you ain't doing a good job. But you're going to gaslight because they don't care. But they allow it. So it's just, I'm telling you, big difference now. But I could tell the difference in, how each one of them came up, and one went to HBCU and the other one didn't. I could see totally difference. I could see the difference.
Yeah, because that's why I wanted to, because to say it's a difference, and then being surrounded, because especially with this young sister here, she was like, it was a whole different experience being around my people. It was, I was the only black person in high school, and for her it was high school, so she went to probably an all white community.
Yeah,
only black person around all the time. So
all the time.
Mm-hmm. And and then you mentioned especially with me, I guess I can reach out to say, especially mostly to black schools or whatever. It'll have to be to black schools. And even because I guess I just finished the first part. I just made it like the history thing that I was working on, right? So I like the whole thing is super long, right? I ain't even finished the whole thing because it's like 600 years or whatever. But I finished like the first part, I guess, and I guess I just gotta like do like the like how they make it like so that it's like readable like on the phone or whatever. Like I gotta get somebody to do that, but like you're right as far as like reaching out to Black schools and doing what you got to do for like Black schools and Black institutions, and
Yes,
all of us
absolutely.
got our part to play.
Absolutely. And I think I think you should do it. I mean, they need to know it. They need to get it from somewhere, or you can put it online and sell it that way, or advertise it and make it as a product and sell it on your lives, as your products.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to get it out. You do what you have to do. They need to be teaching it in prisons. Send it to the prisons.
Yeah,
It might be too Black for them, but send it anyway. Because hey, why would if I want to keep you in prison and I don't want you to, learn what's really going on? Why would I? They may not put that in the prison because I tried to get my book in there and they wouldn't do it. They don't want y'all. They don't want you to learn that how to grow, and how to do better. Then that way you might stay out of prison. Then. But yeah, you can sell it. You can online store it with some products. Get some T-shirts made. I'm just saying.
And like and what it is just like me like really trying to document all of the history that happened, but from our perspective, like how like from our point of view, because most of the books, if you look at it, like even about different people or different events, most of the authors are like white people.
Yeah.
Because they have like access to like different archives and like police records and historically they have more access to different stuff,
Yes.
So and shouts out.
I sent you something I want you to look at. I want you to play it if you can pull it up. I just want one more experience of what our children go through going to these schools. I just sent it to you, and it brings you to tears what she had to go through. But a lot of Black students experience this in these white schools.
I ain't getting that. Can you play it on yours? Like can you share the screen? I'll stop with mine.
Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna have to pull it up. I don't know. It's on TikTok. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. Cause I don't even have a TikTok or whatever.
Okay, let me. I'm gonna put it on. Hold on. Let me send it to myself, and then I'll try to pull it up. I'm gonna try to.
But yeah,
I'm gonna see if I can pull it up over here. But go ahead. You can talk. I'm listening while I do this.
Okay. Yeah, I just seen it. But yeah,
we just have to be careful with our children. Stop always thinking that it's better for them to be around white folk, because it's never better. Anything, nothing that they do is better. We'll try to pull it up and see if it'll come up. I don't know if it will or not.
Yeah, but that's the point of learning about history. And then y'all definitely listen to what Matron has been reading. She's reading about the Black revolts in history and like when Black people fought back, because most of the history is Black people fighting back. And why they don't want us to know our history is because we would be more inspired. That's why they do anything to eliminate a Black leader or a Black person who is talking about anything other than being a slave, because it's dangerous.
Let me see if I can pull it up. No, it's not letting me. I don't know. It's not. Hold on. Let me put it in here.
All right, I might can pull it up.
I don't know. It's not. It's giving me a different one. I don't know why it's giving me that one.
All right, I think I can pull it up. I just gotta. It might work. It work on my computer. It don't work on my phone.
So then.
All right, so
You got it. Because I think I might have it. If you don't, I'm pulling it up. Hold on, let me see. I think I have it. Shoot. Let me see. I hate when this thing do this. What's her name? Let me see if I can Black Friday. I don't even know her name. Oh, I think I see her. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Oh dang, that ain't it.
All right, yeah, I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know.
Oh, like dang go. I have it over here, but
All right, I'm gonna show it and then let me know if it's the right thing.
Okay, let me see. No, see, that's what I pull, and I don't know why it's coming up like that because I want to hold on. Let me try it to put it up. Hold on, let me try one more thing. Let me try one more thing because that's exactly what pulled up for me, but that wasn't what I was trying to get. So let me go in my Facebook page and let me see if I can pull it up again.
All right.
Must see if it'll let me or not. Let me see if it'll let me play. I see it, but let me see if it'll let me play it. Oh, dang
Yeah.
it. It keeps coming up with her. I don't know why. It keeps coming up, the one that you pulled up. I don't know why. It's just like it's wrong. Well, I can play. I wonder if I can pull it up on. Hold on, let me see. I don't know. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we'll get it next time. But I just wanted to show you one, because of how we think, and every time they get around our children, every time our children get around them, that it's right and it's not. It's not every time they don't treat our babies right, but they have us brainwashed to believe that everything about them is good, everything about them is okay, and everything about them is just right on time, and we have we swallowed it. We really believe that, and then you can't even tell us to even take your children away from them because they won't do it because they think they're gonna miss something. Well, and you hear people saying this, I sent my child to a white school and they just got everything they needed. And I'm like, you just don't even know the half of what they got over there. Really sit down and talk to them and they'll tell you what they got. And it wasn't what you think it is. I guarantee you that. Man, I tell you.
Yeah, facts. All right, so before we get off of here, I want to show you one more thing. Speaking of education, this sister does have her own school. She haven't really put up nothing for a minute, but I'm gonna show you her thing. And I guess she was interviewed on the news or something. But this is Queen Thais. She has this.
Forecast, I'm sorry, hold on. That is it because she shows that and then she starts talking. So show that one. I'm sorry, that is her because it shows to her face and then it starts. So yeah, go ahead and show that one that you had up with the
Okay, hold on. I gotta pull it back up.
Okay, sorry. Because it showed something different at first, and then once it talks, then she comes up, the video that I wanted you guys to see.
Okay.
But that's what we need to do. We need to develop our own schools, and maybe with Trump doing what he's doing, it'll force us to do what we need to do. It'll force us to take control back. It'll force us to get our power back. It'll force us to start taking care of our babies and really, taking up and protecting our babies.
We take
that's it.
So in first, out of nowhere, sixth grade, I had a teacher. I never had any issues with her. Like, she was nice enough, whatever. One day we were waiting in line to go to recess and I was talking with one of my classmates, and out of nowhere I feel someone do this to my collar, and I look and it's the teacher. The teacher took my shirt and grabbed my collar and told me to be quiet. Mind you, I wasn't the only kid talking, but that's irrelevant because I'm a child in this scenario. I was shocked and I was quiet, not only for the rest of us standing in line, but during recess and the rest of being in that class. It changed me. I forgot to mention that the previous teacher was a white female. Once I moved on to the next grade, I had a different teacher. So like, I thought things were cool. Similar situation, the second grade teacher, another white female. Instead of grabbing my collar, instead she grabs my neck and tells me to be quiet. So I probably had the same reaction of being shocked and not wanting to talk anymore. But I guess I eventually got over it. So now we go to third grade. I had the coolest teacher, this white man named Mr. Anella. He was so fun. Everyone loved his class. Everyone got along in his class so well because he was just such a fun teacher. Like he was just, I don't even know how to describe why he was fun because I don't remember all the details of that. I just remember really liking him, always saying good things about him to my mom, to like the other students. Like he was so fun. He was so nice. Well, one day after class, I stayed because I wanted to ask him a question. But he was talking to another student. So I was waiting off to the side and I was chatting with another student. Out of nowhere, Mr. Anella yells at me and tells me to be quiet. Now, once class is over, 2, there are other kids talking. But 3, I'm a kid. If you want me to be quiet, you don't have to yell at me, right? I was so shocked because I thought Mr. Anella and I were cool. I was, for reference, kind of like teacher's pet, but like I still got along with the other kids. So it was like in between, you know, like I was on good terms with teachers because I got good grades and I like tried really hard. But I also wasn't like sucking up to the teachers so much that the other kids didn't like me. So like I was chatting with the other kids because I was friends with the other kids in my class. I don't know why my voice triggered him that day, but after that, I was like, wow, like I thought we were cool. I guess not. And I don't know if I said anything, but I left without talking to him about the thing I wanted to talk to him about. I told my mom about it. She talked to him, and either the next day or within a few days of that incident, he apologized to me in front of the whole class, which I was glad that he did because there were other kids around who saw him yell at me and it was so embarrassing. But I never trusted him again, and I was never cool with him again because I was just like, wow, like I didn't even do anything, you know? So 4th grade, I finally got a teacher who wasn't white, Mrs. Yi, a Japanese woman who was so nice, so incredibly sweet. She goes down in history as my favorite teacher. And I've been to elementary, middle, high school, and college, and she's still my favorite teacher. A friend and I, we would hang out in her class after class and just play games, play like educational games while she was off grading papers in the corner. She never once kicked us out. She never once said anything mean to me. She was supportive, encouraging, and I don't know if she's still alive. I really hope she is, and if she is, I hope she's having a great life.
Probably not.
I hope she had a great life. Mrs. E, thank you. I'm like getting emotional. After 3 years of that, having a teacher treat you like a human being.
See that?
For that.
She didn't even do nothing.
But do you understand what happened to her and how it still affected her? And she's probably grown now. That happened when she was in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade, right? And it still hurts her because she's like, what, 20 something now? And she's still crying about it. This is what happens to our children. And we don't even understand, but they tried to take her voice and they're all on code. They're all on code. She didn't do anything. They was trying to make her shut up. I don't want your mouth. I don't want you to talk. I want you to be scared of me. I want you to be scared to talk. This is what they do to our children. Then when you tell them as kids, you know, they ask you, hey, so-and-so, what do you want to be when you get grown? Then you say, hey, I want to be president. I want to be that. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you could do this, but you can't do this. And I had a guy one time, and him and I were talking, and he told me about a situation where it was with a teacher, same thing, asked him, hey, so-and-so, what do you want to be? And he wanted to be something that was so great, but the teacher told him he couldn't do it, right? Told him, oh, you can't do that. You can do this. You can't do that. And that affected, and this man was in his 40s, and it affected him even till today. He talks about it, he still gets emotional. Same thing. But this is what they do to our babies. But you think they're getting a better education? Oh, they might can do the SAT, but what else did they get? What else did she get? She got traumatized by 3 individuals. The first 2 white ladies, and then the man. First 3 people of her very young life. So from 5th, 6th, 7th, from age 5, 6, 7, she was traumatized. So do you not know that had an impact on her life? Because she's still crying about it.
Right. And she probably didn't speak up about in a lot of situations. Yeah.
Who do we tell? Who do you tell? Just like she went and talked to her mom, but her mom handled it, but she didn't do that for the first 2 teachers. But she did it for the, you know what I'm saying? So she didn't even know to tell when the damage was really being done was 1st and 2nd grade, because that's when you're most vulnerable. But she didn't even tell. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really crazy at how we think that, being around them is just the best thing in life.
Right. And then like, and another thing, like when you being treated like that, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
No, yeah, the thing is like, yeah, I hear you. I don't know if my computer like keep freezing. But no, like the thing that you have to realize too is like that Asian chick, like all she had to do was not choke her to be her best teacher ever, not like do anything other. Like that's how it is. Like, yo, especially when you put them in this environment, then you have such a low bar for when somebody does something. You like, oh, listen, this person, let me put this person on the pedestal because they just did not do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, because you heard her say that was her most favorite. Oh my God, that was my most favorite teacher. Even though we know Chinese people are racist too, we know that. Okay. So do you really think because she didn't put her hands on her that she really treated her good? She just didn't choke her, like you said. She didn't choke her, but did she really get the best treatment from that lady? But because she didn't put her hands on her and the others did, that she just was one step up above them, so she became her best friend, her best teacher ever.
Yeah.
And probably was still racist. Probably still did like what was she doing in an all-white school? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the Asian girl had to shut her damn mouth, and she better not have done anything.
Okay, man, that's crazy. But I just want us to understand how important it is for us to protect our babies. We don't protect them anymore. We have given our babies our most precious gifts to people that don't even like us on our jobs. You see how they treat you on your jobs, and then they turn around and treat your baby who's unattended, no adult supervision. They treat them like crap to destroy their self-esteem. Then you see those kids acted up later, and it was the result of being choked in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. But what if there had been a little boy? Then he gets violent, then he gets angry. Then you say, what's wrong with that boy? What happened to him? Oh, well, it was when he was choked by Miss So-and-so in the 1st grade, 2nd grade, and 3rd grade, and didn't tell. So now you see have an effect on the 5th, 6th, and 7th grade. So now he acting, and you say, oh, he's a hoodlum. Why he acting like that? Well, because of the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. And we never reverted back to the behaviors of something that happened to him. We just see him being bad. We just see him being, oh my gosh, he's a thug, he's a this, that, and the other labels that white folk gave you. But you end up labeling your own child with those same racial white supremacy words.
Yeah, facts. All right, so and before we close out, I want to show this sister who has her own system. That's the sister I be telling you about. Queen Thais, who has her own school, Liberated Minds.
Oh wow, Liberated Minds.
Yeah, Black Magus was like his children was enrolled with her, so.
Oh, okay.
But they got her on, I think this is on Fox or TV or a news channel or something like that, interviewing her, asking her questions, I think.
President Trump reportedly preparing to sign an order to dismantle the Department of Education.
Yes. Good job.
Happening today.
Go Trump.
Week. Now is
Go Trump.
What exactly this means. Let's talk about it because the Department of Education doesn't really do too much other than the fact that it holds the purse for schools, colleges, loans, Title IX. So there are large parts that are related to the Department of Education. What happens now?
Well, there's so much happening already.
And then I ain't want to bring it up, Cassandra, but it is what it is. Because now all of a sudden HBCUs is so funded, and all these black schools is now all of a sudden getting all of this funding that we've been talking all of this time. Like, where's all the funding at? But now let people tell us we've been getting this funding now this whole time, and now we about to lose the funding. But I went to Richmond Public Schools, and we ain't learned a damn thing. Our books was old as hell. I don't know nothing about geography, about history, about math even, besides 2 + 2 and regular math, I can read, I guess. Like, so I guess they did a good job, but I ended up being a worker, working every single day. But Richmond Public Schools is terrible. I went to a black school system. I don't know if other people did, but
and that's how you were treated. Ain't that something? You can't get it from the white schools. You can't get it from the black schools. But we get it from maybe someone like her. Who cares? Those public schools, they don't give a dang on about black students. You go to somebody who has her own school that cares. We pay her to care. At least you get taught something black. At least you're interested in what you're learning now.
Right.
At least you're going to be taught about African American history instead of American history. My granddaughter hated history. And I said, why? I said, tell you what, come here. So one summer I took her, right? She was with me for the whole summer. I began to pull up some black history for her. We're not talking about MLK. We're talking about some new people that we hardly ever hear. And guess what? Now she likes history because it's about her. It's about her. So I'm just saying, we got to do better. We got to do better. It's protecting our children.
And I just thought about it too. Even though I did learn how to read and learn words and stuff, it's all European language. You know what I'm saying? I learned I only know how to read European languages and speak European languages. You know what I'm saying? That's not even a good thing. But anyway, I guess I can learn some stuff. But I'm talking about in school when I'm like 2 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And being influenced. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep, that's when it was most important.
The public school system, and so the federal funding is really critical in terms of funding a lot of, and particularly who are in impoverished areas, also those with disabilities, and many other aspects of post-secondary education, from college funding and so on and so forth.
So if this order comes down and they dismantle the Department of Education, how does that affect you, like you personally, in your day to day, and like your school year or your fiscal year or whatever?
Yes, well, right now there's so many already marginalized. The system has already been.
And basically, she's saying it don't affect me at all. I don't think it's all y'all already ain't giving us money.
Exactly.
Y'all already ain't doing a damn thing for us. Yeah, ain't helping me none. So it's not. I'm good. I run off the people's help. That's what she wanted to say, but because
good job.
Right now, there's so many already marginalized. The system is already.
I ain't gonna put words in their mouth.
As it is, with so many different challenges that are already within the school system that deal with funding. The local areas and as well as the individual states are already saying they don't have enough funding to produce greater outcomes.
They already said they ain't giving you a damn thing. Not now they ain't saying. So you know what that means? Maybe a white school, because my school ain't get the money. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like my parents paid taxes.
No, the West End got it. The West End got all that money, but in white schools is. That's who got the money. They wouldn't put it down there by what's the projects over there? Mosby
Jackson, Mosby, Jackson.
They weren't putting it there. Exactly. They won't put no money down there. Too many niggas down. I'm sorry. Too many of,
colored. Right.
Whatever you want to call them. Okay. Too many black folk was down there. And they didn't care of y'all. And what about that one lady whose school? What was that lady, black lady? She had a black school. I can't remember her name. Mildred. No. What was her name? It was a black school in Richmond.
I don't know about that one.
What was her name? Mary. Oh Lord. I'm gonna look at this. It's a black school. Oh God. It was back at, oh my Lord. I'm gonna look it up and tell you, but I'm telling you, I don't even think her school, but it was a black lady in Richmond and she had a school. Was it Bethune or Mary somebody? Mary. I don't forgot. I'm gonna look it up. Let me look it up. But I'm just saying, we have to, man. It's crazy. That's why we need our own schools. Parents, get ready to educate your own children. No more weave money, no more nails money, no more pedicure money. Take that $100 and put it toward your black school, Learning Tree, or what you call it, Liberated Minds. Go ahead and look her up and go ahead on homeschool. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, or like the smart people around you, like y'all can put y'all money together to pay them to teach your children, like so that they can have a living and so that they don't have to work and teach your children. They can be like, that could be their job. Like we all put up like for however many. If it's like enough people, we could all put up $20.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So and pay their salary.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but anyway.
So now without this federal funding, it will really shift on many different levels in a negative direction. And I kind of also, if I can add to that as well, I want to say that, this is to me just another example of, taking from the poor and giving to the rich, because there's a lot of situations where, we're many of our communities are on the lower side of the totem pole.
Got you.
Yeah, I think it is a large conversation, but I also think that education is also at a very state level. They certainly depend on federal dollars without question. That's not to say that the federal dollars could not be provided through other avenues other than the Department of Education.
But with teachers but school systems are under so much stress already. Why shift the gears now instead of, taking what we have?
Why shift the gears instead of taking what we have? Because we don't got well, you should be talking about shift. This is the irony.
Isn't that crazy?
White people have no reason to run up on the Capitol. You do.
Yeah.
But they do it, and you don't. Yeah. They have no reason to destroy their Department of Education. You do, and they do it for you. And you fight them to not, hey, we need to punish people for running up on the Capitol. No, anyway, or I'm not even going to go there. Like, you know what? It's, because we always like, yo, we need to take what we can get. You know what I'm saying? We knows white folks ain't gonna give us everything, but we fight for what we got, and we should be happy with all of that. We get white bitches to teach us every day. We get to date white bitches, and if they kill us, they might get manslaughter even, and may do a year in jail.
If that you might get a year, but what's her name got 2? What she get 2 years? Kim Porter. And was able to come out. Yeah, 2 years. Yeah. 16 months, I think. Yeah.
So we are making advancements. We're making investments. So 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but anyway, I'm sorry because this is the mindset and the place that we are at, because I don't know, Cassandra. I'm not gonna say we doomed. I'm not gonna say it no more.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
We are not doomed, but
don't say it.
A lot of y'all should probably not even just give up your children and send them to like a Black institute and let them be retrained, and then we could start fresh, maybe.
You know what? It's just so sad because I was just looking up a Black school, right? And then I looked up this Israelite academy, and I see this the what they call a Star of David, which is the highest witchcraft sign ever, right? But and these Jews put it in your face. They put it all in your face, the big witchcraft sign, right? Called the Star of David. David didn't have a star, but that's the story of another day. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, we following in white folks' footsteps, huh? But it's a Black school, but it's it looks like it's following in the Jewish footsteps. I'm like, oh God, come on. I was trying to find some more Black schools, but we could do better. There are some that are here, like Zykes Institute in New York, I think it is. New York Zykes Institute. Yeah. So there are some Black schools. So let's just think about it. Maybe we need to do something as far as maybe show more Black schools. Maybe next week we can, talk about more Black schools and just get people motivated to even look into it. Since Trump is doing us a favor and he's, taking the money from, public schools, let's create our own schools and take care of our own.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
He can't come in and disrupt the learning, because we can teach, CRT. I'm just saying. Yeah. If we don't call it a school, you can call it a learning center. So we can teach us anything we want there. So we can teach CRT, and nothing he can do. And we can talk about the woke culture. And there's nothing he can do. So he's really doing us a favor.
Yeah, that's what I think. But I know I get it. A lot of people is scared. And a lot of us is going to lose our comfort, but you know what? Good. That's what I say. And I understand. Maybe it's easy for me to say because I ain't got no children, but I mean, I guess you should have thought about that before you had children. So it's not my fault. All right. But like something has to happen. Something has to be done. We can't keep going on the same cycle over and over. And I'm happy that even if it's for not necessarily for yourself or to, because if you think about it, right, everything that we do is to be accepted, a part of somebody else. But once we accept ourselves, then it's a whole different ball game, right? We are talking about, if you don't give me what I want, I ain't gonna die. You gonna be the one that's dead. I'm tired of dying. You know, no more casualties. You know what I'm saying? That's the point, right? We don't want no more casualties. You know, so you know, it is what it is. And the thing is, and this is the point, right? Because if we want to be like white people, right, the shysters, the Jews, you know what I'm saying, they will support their own communities and keep the money within their own circles. You know what I'm saying? White people in America, we want to be America. You know what America's number one thing is? They spend the most money on self-defense, on guns, and on weapons. So if we want to copy white people, guess what they do the most?
Yeah,
right?
guns. Yep.
White on white crime is the most violent thing, has killed more things than anybody or anything in the history of anything. So if you want to follow their footsteps, it's white on white crime. Like, so it's them killing other white people, right? So if you want to be like a white person, then that's what they do the most, right? So I'm just saying.
Love it.
But
you know, we love some white folk though. Now you know that we love it. We won't save everybody, but the ones that we can save, let's jump on board. Let's do what we need to do. Let's support our own. Let's follow this boycott. And I'm just saying, some of these stores I don't shop at anyway. But it's time for us to create. Let's not just boycott. Let's start creating our own. Like MLK, he talked about us leaving our stuff, our power. Okay, why did he talk about us putting more money into our schools instead of leaving our schools and letting those teachers? He didn't think about those black teachers that was going to be fired, those black doctors. Let's think about how now we can correct that problem and create our own schools and support the sister. Support her. I wish we could get her on here to talk. I wish we could get her on here to talk about, you know, maybe supporting her school. How, you know, what can we do to help her? You know, if everybody gave $10, everybody gave $20, that's still something.
I might can find a way to hit her up.
Hey, let's try it. Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. So if I can talk to her, I'll try to do it like one of these Wednesday. I try to be next Wednesday.
Absolutely. Whenever you can get her on, hey, absolutely, man. We'd love to hear it. We'd love to, you know, we'd love to encourage her, if nothing else. And then, hey, maybe everybody send a cash app just so y'all save up some money. So if she come on, we can at least cash app her. At least, if nothing else, $20. Come on, yeah, we guys, we can do that. I mean, we're supporting our own. Let's not stop talking about it. Let's be about it. You know me. If I get an idea, I'm like, I'm ready to run with it. You know, it's all about supporting each other. And if we can put her on the map and us start going to her school, can you imagine? We can have homeschooling and we can have just one person, even have you can open your door for a day. Somebody else can open their door for another day. And you can start homeschooling your children or do it online. You know, come back to online for maybe a year. Then she can get up enough money to have a school in every area, every part of the United States for us. That'll be our schools. And we protect it. We have security around it because, you know, anything we come up with, we got to protect it. You got to have security in place first. And then we can have the school. You know what I'm saying? Because without protection, you know who coming. Okay. You know who coming. Black Wall Street. Okay. Didn't have that security. Guess what? They're not up, you know, they're not here with us anymore because they didn't do what needs to be done to protect what's theirs. And that's what we have to do. You already know we need the men to protect, and we can bring some men in those schools. Okay. That's how we can do. That's what we can do for our children. Bring them back home, bring them away from these folk that's been harming our children's minds. And we can tell by what we see in these schools today. It's not our babies. That's what they put in our babies. That's what they did to our children. Let's not just look and say, oh, look how they acting. Where did it come from? Who do you have teaching your children? You're going to blame the child instead of who's teaching them? You're going to blame the child instead of the predator? No, blame yourself because you gave it to them and you're still giving them to today. You don't look at the school and say, oh, we better do something because that's not right. We steal every day. For 70 years, we've given them our babies. When is enough going? What, were you waiting on 100 years? They're going to be teaching them from jails by the end because they show working on it. And we know that. They got every gay and LGBT teaching your child that they can. And we don't care. We don't say anything. We think that's not impacting our children. That's done on purpose. You know who's over the schools? Look and see who's over those schools. It's not people that look like us. It's the ooze. Okay? But they children don't go to them schools. They have their own schools. And I guarantee you they're not teaching what they're teaching in our schools. They're not teaching over there to their babies. What you bet? But we allow it. Just like we allow them to listen to their music, little funky music, and the TV.
Hey, Cassidra. You know what they I know somebody who went to like one of those private schools for like a year, and they teach them about business at like in like first and second grade. Like they really do teach them about money and stuff like that, and like they have completely different assignment according to like the parent that sent their child there. But it costs a lot of money and they couldn't afford it, you know what I'm saying? But they teach them about business and stuff like that. Like they have a whole different curriculum. Like they really like, he was like, yo, in elementary school, they was learning how to run their own businesses, like assignments and stuff. So
that's what we should be doing. We should be teaching our own babies. We should be teaching them business. We should be teaching them how to invest. We should be teaching them what kind of business. We should be understanding right now. Okay, little Johnny, you want to own what? Let's talk about owning that. Let's talk about the steps. Let's do a vision board. How do you get this business? What are you going to have to do? What does the business plan look like? We should be talking about this stuff. Why aren't we? Because they're making your babies into worker bees for them. And they have their businesses. We flip their hamburgers. We go to McDonald's and make $7.50 and flip their hamburgers. Then we wonder why we don't have enough money. Then we wonder why our kids acting a fool because we've been at their jobs flipping their hamburgers for 6 hours at 12 hours. It's 12-hour days now. It ain't even 8-hour days no more. They done went from 12-hour days now, 10-hour days. We don't go to work 8 hours no more. I'm like, what happened? Work 12-hour days. What in the world? What's going on here? That's sad. They're taking you more and more away from your children and more allowing them teachers to have the hand in their lives, in their upbringing. Aren't we tired of that? We got to change all of this, tear the system down and rebuild it our way. Teach them our history and our culture, teach them morals, teach them how to invest, teach them how to pull out their businesses. We're not even supposed to be working for them. We're supposed to be working for our own, for ourselves, and supporting our own and supporting ourselves. They should not be seeing one dime of our money. If you got a bakery and I need some bread, I'm coming to Forecast Bakery. If Raw got some shoes and I need some shoes, I'm coming to Raw to get my shoes. If Matron got clothing line, I'm coming to her. That's what we should be doing. Ain't no way in the world Walmart's really seeing our money. Walmart, we done made them pedophiles rich. We done went to Disney World and made them rich. These pedophiles, these Luciferians, these devil worshipers, we've gone and made them rich. We need to really talk about that. Who we really serving? Where we really putting our money? Who's really taking our money? Who's really spending our money? And who they serve? Because that's who you are giving your money to. So that's who you serve to. So a lot of stuff that's not acting right, not falling in place in your lives. Why? Because of who you're supporting. You're supporting Luciferians. Starbucks. People who go to Starbucks on here. Everybody loves Starbucks. Do you know what that sign? You know what that symbol stands for? Do you know what that symbol? Look it up. I'm gonna tell you, look it up. Because when I tell you, you got to correct me. And I'm done.
I feel you. And and I'll just say this, shouts out to Queen Ty. I'm gonna try to get her on, try to be next week, but one of these weeks. The goal is next week, I'll say that, but there ain't no promises. But I'm gonna reach out to her and see. And I like I said, I used to send her money. I haven't for a minute. But I used to send her like a little bit of money when I like every now and then, you know what I'm saying? And I need to get back to it anyway. So
and wait a minute, I have one more point. Ross said something about the 5-point is the Ethiopian star. We didn't talk about the 5-point. We're talking about the 6-point star that is the Star of David. Look that star up. It's a 6-point star. That's the highest witchcraft sign. So that's what I'm talking about. When you try to tell people they want to correct you, look it up, pull up the Star of David so you'll understand this 6-point star. So that's not an Ethiopian star at all. That is the highest witchcraft star. And they display it in your face every day. And they'll say, oh, that's the Star of David. And y'all dummies, swallow it, hook, line, and sinker. There is no Star of David. So when they say it's a Star of David, it's not. David does not have a star. Show me in the Bible where there was a Star of David. There's not one.
All right, yeah, for sure. And then all right, so and then and shouts out to Raw in the building. Shouts out to Anthony in the building. Shouts out to Matron. You want to say anything else before we close out, Cassidra?
I am good. What a great show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you for inviting me.
No, I definitely appreciate it. And yeah, we definitely gonna be back next week. And this was another great one. I appreciate you and your time like always. And y'all support Rome in the Bush organization and everything that she's doing. Because you know, she's definitely making moves with her organization, helping people, doing big things. Like she's doing way more than me. So
whatever.
no, I mean that's facts. That's not even, it's all facts, you know. And so I definitely salute you for that. So I appreciate you.
Thank you, Forecast.
Yeah.
Just doing what we do, honey. We love it. We just love it. It is what it is. But thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it. Taking up the time to wake Black folk up. Because we something else, honey. We something else.
Yeah. So shouts out to everybody. And as always, man, we have got to start standing for something, or we're gonna keep falling for anything.
Peace, family.